Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. How y'all doing? I'm here to talk about AEW, man, and them needing help, man. I'm serious, man. AEW really needs some real help, man. It's really bad right now. It's been hard for me to even talk about anything AEW related because it's just been that bad and that horrible. Like I know WWE, they're definitely having troubles too, but AEW is just really got some problems. Really. I know people are saying the viewership is going down, and I can totally see why. And I used to like going to AEW. Like I used to like going to it because it used to be fun. Like AEW used to be the fun alternative to the WWE. If you get tired of watching WWE, you can cut on AEW and at least get some type of fun, enjoyment, something different, maybe some cool matches. But lately, we have not been getting that. Like AEW has been pretty bad in my opinion lately in the past like couple months, like period, and it just hasn't gotten any better. Like every show is pretty much the same. Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, they're all like the same. There's like really no differences. It's just Collision and Rampage are more jobber, waste of time matches. But Dynamite be the same thing. Like most of the matches just be waste of time. Nobody getting built, jobber, waste of time matches, predictable matches. That's one of the biggest problems to me with AEW is literally 90% of the matches are predictable as hell. And then maybe at the main event, you might have a match where you might be like, I don't know. Only because it's probably mixed up in some weird way with people being on teams they really shouldn't be with. And I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, that's the reason why AEW does that so much. Because you notice they got 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s, battle royals all over the place, 6-on-6, 8-on-8. Trios all over the place. Oh, this random tag team just got put together. Again, you got Orange Cassidy on the same team as Hologram. Like they're just putting anybody with anybody. And I thought to myself, like, the reason why they do that is because that's the only way, I guess, to showcase off a lot of your talents. Because if AEW just stuck 1-to-1, 1-by-1, or more singularity, man, you wouldn't barely see anybody on the show. And it's crazy how they load up the card so much with these unnecessary, pointless matches where people being together don't. Like, you'll have literally people in these pointless built up threefold man matches, but then the same person in the match I have a storyline with someone else and be getting singles. It just don't make no sense at all. And it's terrible. I'm tired of cutting on AEW in this boring ass match after boring ass match. Right? What did we just have at the last Dynamite? Where we had Jamie Hayter go against that one girl. We know Jamie Hayter gonna win. So what if her look changed? So what? We know she's gonna win. She's gonna beat the old girl. You got Hokada versus Fletcher, like two dudes we just don't really care about, then that don't even get boosted. And then they try to do these little things that mean something like, oh, Hangman on the page burns down Swerve Strickland's house. Oh, that's supposed to mean something. Even though that's kind of weird, too. A guy named Hangman burning down the black man's house. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. But it still don't mean nothing. It's like Swerve going back to Hangman, not going back to Brown Danielson. That ain't nothing. Nobody cares. And Swerve probably gonna lose this feud because Hangman just came back not too long ago, and they gonna just boost him. Use Swerve as a boost because he was former champion. Like it's just not good. And then to have Jack Perry come out to face Brian Danielson when he just became champion, that's some of the worst stuff I ever seen. Like this man just won a title, he can't do his own thing. No, we're gonna have him go against Jack Perry. Like nobody's excited about that. Nobody cares about that. Monet, y'all know I'm a fan of Mercedes Monet. Ain't been doing shit with her. Just really just having Camille do everything. And now they built her up against Hikaru Shida. Nobody cares about that. She ain't built up. That's why AEW sucks. All of these jobbers and no people that are not getting built going against your top talents, but you're not really doing nothing. Just like with Mercedes, you ain't doing nothing but really just have her fight pay-per-views and have Camille take up all the time and work. And again, it's pretty obvious that Camille is gonna turn on Mercedes. Come on now. Nobody wants to watch Mercedes Monet versus Akari Shida. And then the promo was just nothing. Like, Camille be there to help you all the time. This is boring. Boring, man. Every time I see a trios match come out, I'm like, boring as hell, boring as hell. And then you know who's gonna win. This is just not good. AEW is really, really doing bad. They need to put more time into figuring out who they want to push, how they want to do it, and balancing it. You know, you got Willow Nightingale still battling Chris Statlander. They ain't getting nowhere, ain't doing nothing. Like, what the hell? It just really got me shaking my back, hit my head. I'm serious. Like, AEW used to be the fun. I used to love cutting AEW on to get some enjoyment, something different. Now it's just literally the same old people pretty much all the time. You see them on Dynamite, then they throw them in on Collision, throw a whole bunch of random matches. The matches be so random and pointless, and only a few of them you should actually care about. You know, then you had nothing with Tony Storm, I don't think, but then have Mariah May go against freaking Nyla Rose. Like, nobody cares. Who cares about Mariah May, someone who just won the title, going against Nyla Rose, somebody that never really do anything important? And who cares? Like, oh man, it is bad. Then they pose a man, Shane McMahon better come something, man. I know they talking about John Moxley, he's calling out Darby Allin and all of this. Then people are like, oh, maybe Shane McMahon, maybe he'll come. Yeah, he need to come. Something need to happen because AEW is suffering. It's suffering, and sometimes I feel like people have the wrong opinions. But right now, it is bad. I want AEW to be better for competition's sake, but it is, man. AEW is terrible. It ain't even really worth sitting watching through, man. I promise you, a lot of times now they be barely holding me, man, and I be like, man, I'm finna go watch something else, or I'm finna go play something else, or do something else, cause it's just like then the matches be long as hell when you know who gonna win, just like that damn Nyla Rose match. That match was just so freaking long, and you knew who was gonna win. It makes you wonder if Mr. Khan does he even care anymore? It's like you not even. Then you got 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. That don't make no sense. No time to build anything. Just here's another pay-per-view, guys, and everybody can't watch the pay-per-views. You should be putting effort into your shows, because Collision is damn near like Dynamite. Like, Dynamite is sinking down to Collision's level of productivity. Just a whole bunch of jobber, boring ass matches who the same people win. You see the same people got this big, huge roster, but you see the same people every damn week. Every damn week. And then they mix other people together to make it seem like you got something. Like, no. You need to do a better job at pushing and building your stars. You have enough talent. You got enough talent. Some things I do like a little bit, but they're just not really going anywhere. Like, I actually like the Learning Tree stuff, but Jericho lost his title. They ain't gave it to Hook. Hook boring ass. Hook boring as hell, man. Wins everything. Like Orange Cassidy wins everything. Like, it's like the real matches that would make AEW more interesting never happen. Like, it's so many matches they can make that people would actually be interested in, but they never do it. They never do it. They just keep doing these slight little builds and making you pose to care when you really don't. Like I said, who cares about Mercedes Moné going against Hikaru Shida? Who cares? We already know Mercedes gonna win. Who cares if Camille ain't there? They need to really work on it, man. They these matches and the way they set up the matches, I think, are the most, because AEW did used to book better matches, but now it's just all y'all care about is the pay-per-views now. That's all y'all care about, man. You got 3 different shows. At least do better for Collision. Collision is literally like a 2-hour rampage now. A 2-hour long rampage. That's Collision. Collision ain't really got nothing, and then they'll put in like maybe a few little parts where they get some promos, try to add to a storyline, but the whole Collision show really is no storyline. It's just random matches, just like Rampage, just random matches. And that's what Dynamite is coming. Oh, but there's more of our main stars here, so the random matches with them are not really like random matches, because we have our stars here. Still random ass matches. Still random ass, pointless ass, nowhere going ass matches. Like, for real. AEW really need help, man. They really do. Because it's like I try to give them hope, but it's to the point where I just know it's going to suck. When AEW come on, it's like I be wanting to check it out. But nowadays, I'm like, man, I know it's going to suck. I know it ain't gonna really be fun. This is some BS. Let me know what y'all think, man. AEW, they need help. All Elite Wrestling, y'all need help, man. You got all these people, this big, huge roster, but just can't figure it out because it's a lot of favoritism in this company too, and a lot of bias BS as well. And it's just a big loaded roster, and not really focusing on storylines and building characters and random matches. The matches are probably the coolest part because the way they play their matches is different than WWE, but they're not putting together the best matches. Again, nobody wants to see Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry. Like, this is worse than Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul, and both of them had titles. Like, this is worse. Like, don't you want to put Bryan against somebody? I bet you put Moxley against Bryan Danielson, people would probably be like, ooh. You know, even though ain't they, I don't know what's going on with them. These damn fucking factions don't know where the hell, if they getting bigger, smaller, or flip-flopping, they don't know. Bed hopping. I don't know, man. Tell me, guys. Tell me, guys, what y'all think, man. And please hit that like button, comment later. Let me know, man. Subscribe if you haven't. And again, I'm not a hater of AEW. I'm a fan of wrestling in general. I want them to do better, but I got to just be honest, man. AEW is taking a turn for the worse, and it's just gotten just extremely boring, and that's why the ratings is going down. But peace out.